Welcome to Unmuted. We got your gaming, esports, hot topics, the best tweets, and a Ron Lee.
Hey.
By the way, I'm Brody Moore.
So, it's my first time here.
It is. Welcome.
I'm gonna need a lay of the land.
Okay, you want me to explain this
beautiful?
to you?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll explain it to you and everyone out there. This is how the show works. We're going to put 2 minutes on the clock for each item in which we're going to discuss, banter, argue, etc. But we can mute each other once per show with the use of this lovely button.
So I know this is like an in-studio thing, but
Yeah.
does it happen to work out of the studio?
Why? Who you want to use it on?
You're here,
Okay.
but Marissa's kind of annoying. Lisa's
Yeah.
definitely annoying.
True.
She's also my ride here. Don't tell her something. Camille is, she's
Yeah.
some. Tyler, Zurich, Preston,
Wait a minute.
Seb. AJ's nice sometimes. Blaine's my boss, but he said I couldn't say certain things on air, so I'm not going to say them now.
That's our entire studio.
It's your problem.
All right, well, good luck with all those guys.
Well, today we're going to kick off a story with Apex Legends, which is a game that's near and dear to my heart. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, you got good news because a new Apex Legends tournament has been announced for the region with a $25,000 prize pool. It's the latest in a string of tournaments for the Battle Royale, which has somehow been growing a tournament population despite no official support. And yeah, it's a popular game, but no one really seems to be interested in making it competitive.
So, this is an interesting one. Respawn, I've talked about this before on the show. So
Okay.
Respawn, back with Titanfall 2, there are a lot of people like that. That game is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 is a fantastic game. And there was a bit of a small competitive scene. People would, scrim against each other and
They
just...
try to do that now, but it's kind of weird because you don't have custom lobbies and stuff.
That's it. And
Yeah.
the thing is, Respawn never paid attention. They actively were inactive with that group of people.
Right.
So when it came to Apex, and people were like, oh yeah, let's get, everything, other battle royale is becoming, competitive. Why not Apex Legends? I just don't know if, I would love to because I love Apex, but I don't know what Respawn's going to do. And I feel like it's absolutely going to be up to all of the community people to do it. But the question is that sustainable? I mean, like you see some grassroots ones.
Yeah, FGC is a big one.
But can that live?
So I see a lot of orgs already picking up pro players. One of the players I work with actually on the UCI Esports team for Overwatch, young kid, his name is Zerocious. He got picked up by Tempo Storm with a couple of other Overwatch players. In general, a lot of Overwatch players washed up or retired have been moving into Apex.
Yeah.
But again, I hear their complaints like in my locker rooms. They're like, man, I love playing Apex. I really want to get good at this. This is my time to shine. I kind of missed out on the whole Overwatch League thing, but this is really my moment. And I'm like, well, how do you guys even get practice? You're just all competing to see who can stop more noobs, which is not exactly.
It's all pub stomping.
Yeah, it's not a good indicator of skill. So without custom lobbies, I don't think this will work out. They really do need the official support.
So 100%, we're going to get the definitive answer right here on Squad.
Your esports
with
sucks
Ron
if you
Lee.
don't have actual competitive structure to support the scene. It's just not viable.
So Apex will not be competitive.
No, I didn't say that.
Unless Respawn jumps in.
There you go.
Okay.
I need that little caveat there. Don't headline me and clickbait it as Ron Lee says Apex Legends sucks, not an esport. But you can clip that.
You just said it, so that is now our headline.
Sorry.
I think that's up for this one, so we're going to move on. This week, Riot announced which teams would be competing in the EU versus NA Rift Rivals tournament. And while we can expect the match between Team Liquid and G2 to be hype, it's a reminder that this will be one of only 2 Rift Rivals events left. Riot canceled Rift Rivals events for play-in regions in March, which means that there are now only 3 tournaments every year where teams from different regions can compete. Now the question to you, Ron, is League of Legends, do they not need more of these interregional competitions, or is 3 enough?
I think 3 is quite a bit. I mean,
Why?
So I come from Overwatch League.
Right? Do you now?
Well,
I never would have
that's my
guessed.
home country. So we got the league, and we got All Stars, and we get the Worlds once a year. And then besides that, you got little tiny other tournaments from the amateur scene and stuff like that, contenders. But overall, for the big top-heavy scene, you got 3 tournaments. I used to be a big fan of League of Legends. I watched that all the time, and there was always a ton. But honestly, how many of them really matter? I think Worlds matters. Your actual leagues and LCS and LEC and all that stuff matter. All Stars is just for fun.
I'm gonna argue that it's extra. Okay, All Stars maybe in that, but yeah, it's tough. I still think the interregional is super important. I mean,
But you have Worlds for that.
I guess, but that's once a year. It's
Well, you don't you get one more in the middle? You get like mid-season invitational or
But
whatever.
the more is better because now just every region, or do you, I don't know.
Too often
do you want
and
one,
then
what if you
meeting-
go to Worlds and all of a sudden now one team is just dominating all the time?
Get
you
good.
Want that no, yeah, but they
Get
can't
good.
get good if they're not playing them.
Well, that's your choice. If you really want to boot camp, you have the choice of coughing up the cash, hopping onto a plane and scrimming or whatever, like sometime in between like seasons. I think having the teams meet up too often.
So you think it's up to the orgs to do this?
Well, yeah, but it's also on the side of entertainment. If they meet up all the time, it like kind of like diminishes the value of them meeting in this one giant important battle.
I don't know.
at the end.
CSKA has a lot of events going on, and it still seems to be one of the most popular esports.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true to each their own. I mean, I think having the regions meet up in this one giant culminating battle is more exciting, personally. At least less often. Couple of times,
you might have one region that's just way better, and then like as per usual, North America's going
Is
to
that Korea's fault?
Yeah.
Is that Korea's fault?
I need North America to be good.
Well, they should practice, put in the time. You don't have to fight Koreans necessarily to get better. You have other North Americans that could, you guys got to make it happen. It's your problem.
Whatever. Move us on. Keep
Okay,
going.
so, the better esport, the best esport actually is Tetris 99.
That's true.
No, it's not. It's on the prompter. But there's an event actually that Nintendo is hosting where Tetris 99 players get to compete to see who can score the most points in game over this weekend. And I believe the top 999 players will earn, Nintendo eShop credit.
Oh my god,
dude! How much do you think they earn?
Probably a lot.
Yeah,
it has to be a lot.
At
What
least
the? Nintendo! You had, not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. I'm like, whoa, are we actually seeing some more support from Nintendo for competitive video games? Nope.
What do you mean? They're coughing up at least $50 of like eShop credit. That's enough to buy like snipper clips or something.
Wait, no, that's so. Which is a great game, by the way.
I mean, I agree. It's dumb. Let's be real. It's dumb. Like, if you're gonna compete and say like, "Oh, I'm the best of the world" or something, you don't want to be compensated by.
It's almost
credit.
a joke.
It really, it's kind of disrespectful.
It's like it takes away the competitive integrity. You're like,
Yes.
hey, look, you guys are the best of the best, but we're not going to compensate you for it. You put a lot of work into this. This is some great Tetris gameplay, and you're showing off. You're marketing our game for us.
A legendary game in general.
Here's a couple free games.
Maybe even at that, like we don't know the value yet. Let's say they gave you. Would you compete?
999 players. That's a lot of free games. So
Right.
probably not much for each player, though.
Let's say you won, right?
Okay.
Then
That's not going to happen.
what if would you compete if they promised you for the rest of your life every single Nintendo game was free for you? Just lifetime supply of games for you.
Oh, I mean, yes. I'm still not going to win it and get that prize, but I would compete.
It would give you an incentive besides snipper clips.
At the same time, though, like, don't try to justify the half-butted attempt at esports by Nintendo.
Yeah.
We need to put our friggin' foot down and say to Nintendo, we love your games and we love competing in your
Brody,
games.
oh my God.
Do
Brody,
something to help us out.
Brody, something just clicked in my head.
That doesn't happen often. What is
This is all, okay, one, what the heck? And two, it's because Bowser's the new president. He's so greedy. He's collecting all the gold coins.
He's
for
taking
himself.
everything himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
we're on to something here.
We are, really are.
Still, Nintendo, get it. Come on. Get it together.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
what
gonna
a joke.
all right, we're gonna move on to something you like. We both know Overwatch is a great competitive scene, but remember, plenty of people also
best.
play the game casually. And Blizzard has been teasing the next Overwatch Archives event, which begins next week. It's the newest in-game event which provides new skins and lore for the game. It also happens once a year. Now, do you think their approach? Just spill your brains. He's probably gonna go off for 2 minutes here. Just spill your brains on this. Is this good? Should they actually be putting their resources into more competitive stuff, or do you think it's good to balance both?
I think it's nice that the casual fan base has something to look forward to every year.
You said that
I'm a big
we'll
lore.
take care of you little dudes.
I didn't mean to be patronizing. I'm just like, hey, I love lore. I love story. I like feeling invested when I'm playing a character. I like role playing in game and out of game. But it's I don't know why I said that. Anyways,
I'll give you my number later.
TMI. But yeah, it's cool. Like I like knowing more about my heroes. I like fleshing them out a little bit. But lore once a year seems kind of lame. I feel like there's
You want more or less?
definitely more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they used to have a comic book, a digital comic book that came out every now and then. Completely stopped making those. Like I think one cinematic comes out per year, which is
Okay.
like very little. And like I think in terms of like the overall universe, we're not even at the point yet where all the characters have converged and are actually like a part of Overwatch as an organization.
There's so many characters.
There's only like 30 right now. Like, have you seen League of Legends or Dota or?
No, that's too much. But I'm just saying, maybe they need a little bit more. Because, like, to keep the casual audience interested.
Is this our last topic? It is, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm just going to assert dominance because this is the first time on my desk, and this is my desk now. Yeah, you look at me, look at me, look at me. Overwatch is the best esport. Rocket League is a B-tier esport. Rocket League doesn't have any lore. What lore can you have with cars? What we're going to talk about the Batmobile because that was like a thing. Yeah, well, we got Omnics. They're tanks. We got time-traveling lesbians. We got cybernetic enhanced ninjas. We got like a dude with like a skull mask, kind of looking like the Punisher.
Okay, so. You do a really good job of selling that game, by the way. you need. I mean, I don't know if they'd hire you because they're really PC. They got their own issues, but they really should hire you as their marketing team.
Thank you.
Because that sounds great. Now. I will get talking to you about Rocket League later, but we don't have time right now.
All right, so you're right. Let's go on to Clip It, in which we're going to see what streamers are up to. Our first clip comes from our favorite Canadian Overwatch streamer, XQC, and his sick skateboarding tricks.
Here we go, baby. Come on. Come on, come on. Ah. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit.
Why are you so intense on this?
All right, well, full disclosure, I've worked with this guy.
Yeah.
I know he's quite the controversial figure, but one thing that always remains true is he is, how do I say this politely? Not what I'd call normal.
It's XQC, you don't have to be polite about it.
No, yeah.
He's not polite.
Okay, one, bad for your career. Top 500 Overwatch players should not be risking, limbs for a Twitch stream, but also like that was a bad attempt. He does not know what he's doing.
I can't believe I'm ever doing this, but with skateboarding, it happens.
You skateboard?
You have to. I tried to a little. I was more of a scooter kid.
You look like a skateboarder.
Cool.
You fit the profile.
What?
You fit.
I look like a punk. I actually did more. Parkour.
Really?
Yeah.
You got the long, lanky legs for it.
I could never go sideways. Like, I don't know. I just forward was my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
sideways
XQC is really good at going sideways, actually. You should ask
his
for
career,
advice.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to do this.
Anyways, our next clip comes from Destiny, who decided to check in with his fan mail.
Oh, sometimes I get these really wholesome emails. I've been a big fan since like 2010 when StarCraft 2 came out and you started streaming. All the times with Combat X and Desert Cats, great times. I just wanted to let you know that I'm disappointed in how your brain has evolved and how your morals and ideologies are, and I've turned from a fan to someone that really just hopes you and your child die of cancer quickly. Thank you for the memories.
Wow.
Nice.
What a nice email.
Can we just get some Monk S in the chat now for...
That's a feels bad, man.
Yeah. What's good about this, though, this moment is that it gives a glimpse, I guess, into what can happen to some of these streamers, and it might make you a little more sympathetic to them sometimes, if they do ever get angry or tilted sometimes. Maybe they had a whole day of reading these kind of emails. It happens. The good thing is that this email was not creative or good in any way. It's super hypocritical. Talk about his morals and then say that you want his kid to die of cancer. That's just stupid.
Do you think this guy found the dude's email, typed in the subject line, it's something really nice to bait him into reading it? Because I feel like if you skimmed the email a little bit and you saw that it was just really mean things, you wouldn't bring it up. But I'm kind of happy he did because again, this glimpse is really insightful. But do you think, so here's my opinion, right?
Okay.
I think that mean people say mean things because they've had mean things done to them. And that's why Brody's such a jerk all the time.
What the? Bro!
I mean, sorry.
You're a jerk.
Mean things, well,
have I said anything mean to you? Oh, I have actually.
I mean, he very much has.
I actually have today. It's because I love you. It's the kindergarten mentality.
Yeah.
Beat up the people you love.
That's why you pull my hair behind the stage.
Okay, that's for our after show.
Okay.
Anyways, at the end of the day, if you ever find yourself, at the receiving end of one of these emails, just try to imagine that it's like a 12-year-old, because it's a lot easier to get over the hurtful words of a 12-year-old than it is, a full-grown adult. So just pretend it's someone you don't care about, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get over that kind of stuff.
Yeah, moving on is really simple, which is what we're going to do on right now. It's time to see what the pros have been sharing on social media with profound thoughts. The first one comes from League of Legends pro brtt. He posted this video of himself with the caption, "Just do not step on my boot."
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, easy, Nike, Jordan, yeah, fica, longe, do meu, easy, Nike, Jordan, yeah, fica, longe, do meu,
He's going in.
You're feeling it.
He's going in.
You're feeling it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be Debbie Downer over here.
Oh, no.
And say I got multiple problems with that. For one, again, I guess people could criticize me for, my specific hobbies and stuff too. But I never got really being a sneakerhead, like, having so many gosh dang sneakers.
You'll never wear them all.
One or two pairs. Also, Yeezys are trash. At me, if you will.
Do it.
You look like you got like hoverboats on your feet. Get something fashionable.
One.
Not just because
Hoverboats are cool.
No, yeah, get
And
on
two,
your feet.
you got to flex. You got to flex when you make that much cash. I would, you know what? Actually, I take that back. Maybe it's better to do good things with all the money you're making as a pro player. If I had the money from the sponsors, I am not sponsored. I'm looking for sponsors. I would solve world hunger. I would.
Oh yeah,
I would buy all the people on Twitch.
Who's sponsoring you? Bill Gates?
Bill.
At me, Bill. Yeah.
If you're listening, I'm broke. I have student loans to pay. I play video games really well and have no other talents, but I'm willing to plug you on everything I do. I'll wear all
right.
Microsoft merchandise.
Well, while you wait for the tweet that's
This is my
never going to
plug.
come, we're going to move on. Here's a banger from CSKA pro NATO Sapphics. He tweeted, "When a girl has sex with 20 guys, she gets called a slut. But when I do it, I get called gay. I effing hate double standards. Shake my head, my head."
There's a lot going on here. Okay, one, he's right about the first part. That's, people can do what they want. Let people live their lives. When being gay
Double standards,
is
man.
No, I need this equation written out on a chalkboard.
I should be able to do what I
exactly.
want without people assuming.
Yes. If you want to do 20 guys, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you're a man or a woman, if you want to, okay, let's be real.
Are you giving us the birds and bees?
No, am I allowed? Is that allowed on Twitch? Can I do that? I think, okay, realistically, I have a big lesson to come out of this, let people do what they want. Let people do who they want, fictional or non-fictional.
It was satire. I think that may have gone over your head.
All right, well, time for our next tweet. Our last profound thought comes from Call of Duty Pro Simp, where he wrote, "Everyone who keeps getting upset over people's top pros list, it's a biased and opinionated trend that's just going on right now. So stop roasting supporters for saying they like someone more than someone else. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk."
Yeah, preach. I mean, he could work on explaining it a little bit better. That was quite the run-on sentence. But, I mean, Tearless, unless you describe how you came to that decision with empirical evidence, it's always going to be opinion.
You need the research. You need the citations. You need all the footnotes. You need all of that.
Years of research papers went into this. No, probably not. But I think it's okay to have those opinions. But attacking someone for their tier list is kind of dumb. Unless it is very clearly this person doesn't know what they're talking about. There has to be some sort of merit and reasoning behind it, besides just making a tier list.
Are you a fan of tier lists?
I do like tier lists to a degree. I mean, if I care enough about a game, I'll try to, because you always try to rationalize it in your own mind of what's better than what.
It's part of the fun of watching competition.
No, exactly. And it just helps you situate yourself so you can know, okay, this team is worse than this team, so if they beat them, that's kind of cool.
Do you think it's these people, here's my big conspiracy theory, right? People will create controversial tier lists on purpose to get the people talking, to get those likes on Twitter, or to get like the kind of like their name circulating around. I think, if I was someone irrelevant and needed, or just not on top of my game right now, I'd say something like, Brody is the worst Rocket League caster. Here's my tier list about other people above him, and then people will hopefully argue that he's better. If
No, they won't. That's why they moved me to host RLCS.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, this hurts. Let's move on. It's time for Crowd Controlled, where we show you cool things and pretend that you care what we say about them. Now, Ron, we are clearly getting out of shape. So, Pokemon Trainer 3 on Reddit has built a plan for all of us gamers in need of some exercise. That is brilliant. Attach the Joy-Cons to your cycling bike, and now you can play and not even realize that your legs hurt and burn.
Man, that's too much effort.
What attaching it or the biking part?
Well, both. I'm not a handyman. I wouldn't know like how to get that on.
They're just zip ties.
What are zip ties? No, I'm just joking. But okay, seriously, like that seems like things could break. Those are Joy-Cons are expensive nowadays, right? And also, video games are my time to relax. Partly it's work for me, right? Not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's also like on my own time. I just kind of want to lay back and like get immersed in like Skyrim or something. I can't do that if my character is walking and I'm cycling.
Okay, how about to get your character to
Skyrim with a
walk,
bike?
you had to bike to get your character to move.
No, there's so much walking in like any game.
It's like half-assed VR at that point. It's like,
just put on the headset and walk around.
Yeah.
Or better yet, just go outside.
That's all right.
Then again, we shouldn't be talking.
No, we're not one to talk at all.
Well, speaking of VR, you ever see something sick happen in VR and wonder what the user looked like they're doing in real life? Well, Reddit user Curious gives us a glimpse.
Oh, this game's sick too.
Oh!
Did you see that? His head's gone.
Oh!
The slow-mo replay.
Does he look as cool doing that though?
Yes. Okay, that is one of the
Did you see his stance? He was like, I'm so triumphant right now.
That is one of the few cases where you actually look really cool in VR.
I do think I agree.
For the most time, it's just you doing really weird movements.
My favorite clips are of people doing things where they have to bend over or reach to get something, and they go just a little too far and tip their balance, and they fall right on their face, and then the headset flies off and part their eyes missing.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm really and someone do this. No one's probably going to do this, but I'm putting a challenge out there. I'll give $100 to the first person that does a front flip in their VR getup and lands it and then slices the guy's head off.
I'll do one better. I'll give you $200 to do it in the office.
Okay, well, I'd have to use someone else's Carl's headset. He probably doesn't want me wrecking that, so.
Okay, if you break it, I'll even pay for that. I just want to see it happen. I just want to see you do it.
Oh, great. I'll have to start getting on being able to do front flips in the first place. All right, let's move on. Our last post brought me back to the talent show days when people would do the poker rap.
I love this.
Everyone was doing the poker rap. If you remember that as being impressive, then this perfect rap by Brian Gilbert is going to blow your friggin' mind.
Be the best, 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 best. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Caterpie, Butterfree, Wurmple, Scorbunny, Sobble, and Grookey, Licky, Tongue, and Licky, Haxorus, Cofagrigus, Poliwrath, Mismagius, Fracture, Crabrawler, Dupiter, Shelter, Cloyster, Hunter, Grimer, Golurk, Luxio, Swampert, Lilligant, Tynamo, Seismitoad, Polytoad, Palpitoad, Seal, Parasect, Trevenant, Toxapex, Veal, Mandibus, Scatterbug, Graveler, Pelipper, Elgium, Picky-Puck, Clawitzer, Conkeldurr, Probopascalopede, Delibird, Usering, Blaziken, Fennekin, Quilladin, Nidoking.
That was amazing.
Those triplets were insane.
I can appreciate this a lot because I'm one of those few people that actually keep up with all the Pokemon games and try to remember every single one that comes out. And that's insane. That's super, super hard.
Yeah. If you want to see too, the whole video of that is available on Polygon's YouTube channel, and he actually does this a whole 18-minute or a 20-minute comedy thing before that, just explaining how he came to want to do this and stuff. It was all a lead up for this.
Yeah.
812. Okay. It's a bit of a spoiler. He did cheat a little bit where he got the audience to yell out some.
I mean, okay.
He skipped a couple numbers.
You make it sound like it's not cheating. It's creative liberty he took.
Creative liberty.
It's the comedy. It's the comedy.
Okay.
I think he could have made it fit.
Regardless, impressive AF, and I bet you nobody out there can probably do what he did because he's a god.
I can do it.
All right, it's all time. That's all the time we have for Unmuted. Let us know if you find anything cool you want us to talk about. Hit us up on our Discord or all our socials at Squad State, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.